Yeah.
So things are changing, and you know that they're changing. AI is going to take people's jobs, and we talked about that. And we were saying that it's going to help you if you're a small business owner, a solopreneur. It's just you, and you running your business online. The cavalry is here, and that cavalry is GPT-4, learning language model, generative AI, all of those things. That is the greatest change for us. Now, for other industries, I'm things change. But for the small business owner who was trying to do it themselves because, you didn't have the budget, or, you have the budget, didn't have the time, but you still need to know overall what's going on, this is the time for us. This is the time. I want to say that things are fractured, but fractured in a good way. And advantages for us. But we have to learn now, and we have to take control of the horse. That's the only way I can explain it. That the horse is, horse and buggy, and the horse is getting away, and you're trying to get the rein. Once you get the reins, everything is good. So that's what we're doing. We're gathering the reins, and there's news every day. So much AI news, I can't keep up with it. I'm trying. But the thing is, it's like, okay, we're going to keep up with the news, but we got to integrate it. I'm showing you, how do you integrate this? How do we use it? I know people are out there doing crazy stuff with AI, and that's going to happen. They did it with social media. They did it with the internet before that. Remember the time on the internet where people were afraid to put their credit card numbers in?
Those days are gone.
I remember those days.
Mm-hmm.
The internet is the devil. The internet is this, and the internet is that. Fast forward 20-something, 30-something years, where are we now? When the internet goes down, when your router goes down, or the service goes down, what do you do? I don't know what to do. So we're getting there. So it's going to be, I've said this before, AI is going to be in every single part of our world. Every single part. So you got to get used to it now. Now, there's going to be people that will use it and create things. Those are the prompt engineers, the coders, and stuff like that. But there'll be us, the regular consumer. You will be using it. Trust me, you will be using it. You may not have to know how it works all the way 100%, but just a little bit. We have to get a little bit specific now, because AI is here. It's available to everyone. There's free tools, there's paid tools, but it's available to everyone. It's going to be everywhere. So you as a business owner have to know, how do I integrate this into my process of doing my business? And right now we're at the content stage, creating content. There's going to be other things, but right now we're talking about the content. So,
right.
Because this tool is everywhere, that means, here's the downside. It's going to be harder to stand out. I'm sorry. Gotta face it.
It's going to be interesting to stand out. It's going to be real interesting.
Yes, it's going to be really interesting. And I understand your concerns, because I share them, but I do research, and I read, and I listen to this and that and that, and I pick stuff together, and I'm like, okay, we have to stand out. But that, I saw this coming the whole time. I said, we can't do generic content. When we first started with social media, it was, here's my lunch, here's my this, and you got like 1 million likes. Now the complaint is, especially on Instagram, is nobody's watching my reels. Reels engagement are down, views are down, because you got hooked on a metric that was false. And I said that when Instagram first put out reels, I said, I got to go back and find out. They're pushing reels because they want you to use it, but they're going to fall back. Why? Because they can't keep that level of speed up. 2, they need ad revenue. So what are they doing now with reels? Sticking ads in there.
Mm-hmm.
What are they doing with reels? Lowering your views. Yep. And here's the thing that it frustrates me so much. I see people trying to chase, isn't a saying called chase the dragon, or chase the something you're trying to chase, that's elusive, chase the clouds, or grab a cloud or something. You can't grab a cloud, but you're always trying to chase it. So the people that look at views are unhappy now because the views are lowered. Instagram can do that. So look, they can adjust the algorithm to whatever they want. So why would you make yourself a slave to those numbers? And I've told you that the end result for a business is revenue. It's not likes. How many times I've said that? Likes, you can't take those to the bank.
Yeah, it's been years, TJ. It's been years.
But people are still out there with likes. Now, here's where likes and numbers matter. If you're getting a sponsorship or a brand deal from a brand, that's where it matters. But if you're trying to run a business, it's just an indicator of, is that content working or not for your target audience? That's all it is. It's an indicator.
Right.
And if you get a lot of likes on one thing and not a lot of likes on the other, that's your indicator when you look at your analytics that piece of content that got the most engagement with your audience, do more of that. That's all it means. That's all it means. It's a gauge. You got a gas gauge, right? Fuel. What happens when it's on E or getting close to E? It's your indicator that you must go to the gas station. Now, if you got an electric car, I don't have an electric car, so I don't know. Does it have it has a gauge saying when to charge?
Oh yeah, it does. Because you don't want to be out to charge.
Right. So that's your what? Indicator that you have to take action in order to keep the car going. So that's what likes are. Likes are indicators that this is the road you want to go on with your content.
People not because they resonated with something that you said when you have a lot of likes on that. So do more of that.
Yes, do more of that. Hook. That's your hook into messaging. All of this is messaging. That means that one content hit the bullseye, the target with messaging with the audience. The other one fell short or didn't even hit the target. That's an indicator that you must what? Adjust.
Yes.
That's all it is for us. For influencers, that's they can use it too to say that this content is good and this one is not, and grow their followers and take that to and get a brand deal. That's what that is. But we've been saying that too. So what is all this about? So with AI, the opportunity for us is here to grab all of the, we're not looking at likes, but we want some money. So that means that we need to hook them with messaging. That means we need to hit the target. We need to say the right thing. Before AI, that was difficult.
It was.
I mean, you could do it. Yes, you could do it. There were some genius people out there that were hitting the...
It was difficult, especially if you did not have a good command on how to put together a story,
right?
Or put together a message. It's very difficult to write a compelling and engaging message.
There are some people that can do it. Those are the people that have a talent for. And I follow one lady. I've been following her. I can't even think how long that she started out selling MailChimp courses, and now she's in the millions doing. But she always knew how to write the message.
Right.
She knew how to write the correct message. And here's another thing on my Facebook. A lady that I follow. She does quizzes. I gotta get into her course because quizzes that's gonna be one of the things that you can do to get the we got to get attention. She's put a post yesterday. What did she say? Something about people thinking AI, they plug and play, use the AI and they're gonna get money gonna fall from the sky. And she was like, no, it's still your messaging. If your messaging is off, even with AI, you're not gonna get any results because here's the deal: AI is what you put in, what you get out kind of tool, and you can't get bad with it. You have to ask it the correct way. So the thing is, you get confused about it because then this is what I find with people. They want to try to understand how They want, like, you take your car to mechanic. I used to take my car to mechanic. Here, just fix it. I don't want to know what the this and that. Some people want to know and look over the mechanic's shoulder. I'm like, why? You're paying the mechanic for their knowledge, for their expertise. I'm gonna sit back and let you do it because, one, I don't care. I don't care about the manifold exhaust, but I don't care. Just fix it. I don't care. But there's some people that, well, I gotta know the inner working. I gotta know what's inside of the egg before I cook it and make an omelet. I'm like, I don't need to know. Crack it and there's the egg and cook it, or you get somebody to do it. But what I'm saying is, there's a lot of people that they're limiting themselves or holding themselves back because they don't understand the inner workings of AI. And I'm saying you don't have to know how it works. You just have to know how to use it. It's a screwdriver. I want to build a house. I want to fix my door. I want to, something squeaking. I need to get I just want to know that the screwdriver does it versus whatever else tool. I don't really care. I want it fixed. I want this thing fixed. So with AI and with content, you got to know your messaging. You got to know, when I go to it, I want to know a certain thing. I got to know how to ask it. So that's the part where you have to, do some work and some training. But you don't have to do that all the time. You know, once you build a house, you don't build it every day when you want to go in it. You just open the door, right? So I think a lot of people get tripped up with wanting to know what's in the back room. And I'm like, you don't need to know that. Just use it. So you got to jump into the pool. All right. So that's a little bit about it, because I feel like that's what I feel like is going on with people who is afraid of it because they're trying to understand what's behind the curtain.
Oh, you mean like the TV set? You want to know all of the little workings and how does the picture come up, and you just use
I don't care what's inside that TV. I just want, when I turn the power button, I want it to come on. And I want to watch Station 19 or whatever show you want to watch, or Netflix. I don't really care, but there are some people that do. And I'm saying to them, you're tripping yourself up because you're trying to understand how it works when you don't need to know that. Just go with the flow.
Right. And you just, okay, the bread is baking. You don't need to know how to bake it.
So see, this is the thing. There's the artificial part of it, yes. But it will always need us, because there's a creative part to this. The creative part is this.
It needs you.
The human brain.
So what I hear you saying, it needs us to make the thing work. It's not going to work without us. We have to initiate it. We have to give it a prompt. And then we have to, what is the word I want to say? When you have to, not scrub the prompt, but the answer, you have to make the answer correct. And I'm trying, there's a word.
This is the thing. You have to have the desire first. It has no desire. It has no emotion. Those things aren't happening yet. Those things aren't happening yet.
It's just sitting there on your computer until you put something in there. Right.
It's just like we brought up the voice devices. They sit there. They don't do a thing until you give it a command. Correct. Where did the command come from? The human, us. Here, I want something. Speak it, and it shall come from that device.
Right.
Same thing with this. It needs us. It's just sitting there. Ones and zeros, people. Ones and zeros. It's sitting there waiting for you to give it a command, and it wants a command. It wants to please you. It wants to give you the answer. Now, it's not 100% correct, because there's something called hallucination, where because of it wants to complete the task, it wants to please us, that it makes up stuff because it must complete the task. So if it doesn't have the answer, it makes up something. They call that hallucination. Now, they have to fix that, and I think they will.
Right.
But here's the deal. The generative AI, all this stuff, this is not, don't rely on it 100%. We said that. I've done it for, for stuff, for different things, for content. And I'm like, it has spit stuff out. I'm like, that is not right.
Correct.
Why? Because I already know it in here. But it makes up stuff because it has to complete the task. Now, sometimes it gives you different, and that's where you get, it's like a recipe when you put, if you've got what is it, baking soap, baking powder, if it's expired, or here it is, yeast, if it's expired, your bread's not going to rise, or this is not going to rise. And you're going, well, I put yeast in it, but yeast is a living thing. So if it's expired, if it's old, it's not going to do the job that it needs to do.
Right.
So that's a part of it also. All right, so let's get into the messaging part, because I, always get caught up in the AI thing, because it's like every week there's something out new that makes me go, wow. All right, so we need to talk about this, because it's, the hook the messaging is because if you speak to everyone, you speak to no one.
True.
Right? So you have to be specific. You have to personalize, and not in the sense of when you're writing an email, hey, fill in first name. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about creating content specifically for a segment of your audience.
Right.
That was hard before, because it took time. We had to know the effort. Now we've got AI to ask, and it will do those things. I've done it. I've asked for demographics. It's given it to me. I've asked it to make it personas. It's done that for me. I wasn't really happy with it, but it did it. But see, that's the fact that I can start there. But for us, it's going to help us speak to one person.
That's good.
And it does it.
That's really good, because which goes back to something you talked to us about before, which is identifying who that one person is that you are talking to. Yes.
And if you couldn't, if it was difficult, or if you didn't have the time, or you send out surveys, talk to this, talk to that, now you have generative AI, learning language model, whatever thing there's tons. Use whatever you like. It will give you the answer. So I hope this discussion helped answer that question for you. And if you have if you need clarification, or if you need more information about this topic, reach out to me, TerryJohnsonOnline.com, or go to your favorite social media platform. I'm on most of them. Look for Terry Johnson Online. Terry Johnson Online. Search for that. Find me on your favorite social media platform. Reach out. Ask me a question in the DMs, in the comments, on a post, wherever you feel like you need to ask me a question, and I will answer it. Don't worry. I will answer it. So I hope that discussion helped you with the answer to this question, and we'll see you next time.